Many traders think that in order to be a professional trader, you need to have loads of screens, but that's not always the case. If you are new to trading, if you are a beginner, you want to get into trading and you want to take it seriously and professionally, but you're not quite sure just what you need to buy and how many screens you really need, then keep watching this video, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you just how many screens you actually need in order to trade. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel below, and let's get into it. Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Emily, and on Mindfully Trading I share my journey as I grow and develop as a trader, as well as some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. And in order to answer the question of how many trading screens you really need, I'm going to have to take you back in time. 5 years specifically, back to 2018 when I first started trading. I started trading US stock market with the company Warrior Trading. You may have heard of them. At the time, my mentor, my teacher in trading was Ross Cameron, and when I went through the lesson that talked about how many screens you needed to trade, his advice was quite a lot of screens. So Ross had one screen for his broker. He had 2 to 3 screens plus for charts. He liked to have one screen per market to follow. He also had a screen specifically to follow news and a screen specifically for his chat room. As you can imagine, this soon grew, and as a result, you're looking at what looks like a spaceship of screens, which for me personally can be completely overwhelming and distracting in order to focus and trade effectively. But that wasn't actually the issue back then. Back then, I thought it looked really snazzy, really smart, and I wanted that myself. But at the time, I was actually traveling in a camper van, so having about 8 screens on the wall just was not realistic. Never mind the money that you need to actually purchase all of those screens in the first place. So for me personally, I decided to just go with 2 small budget monitors that were portable and suited my needs. Together with my laptop, made my very small compact 3 trading screen system. Now don't knock it, that system was brilliant and it actually worked really well for what I needed at the time. Now the important thing about the decision I made 5 years ago was that it was based on my trading strategy that I was following at the time, which was scalping. In order to scalp the markets, you need to have fast execution speeds, you need to be able to make quick decisions, and you need to see what you're doing. So having multiple screens definitely assisted with the decision making when scalping. Skipping forwards in time, I switched from scalping the US stock market to day trading Forex market. This was in 2020. And since then, I've been trading different styles, including a bit of scalping, some day trading, and also swing trading. All the while, not using more than my original 3 screen setup. And what I used those for, I had one screen which was purely for my broker. So at the moment, I am using a broker that's provided by the prop firm, the 5%ers, because I'm trading with a prop firm. If you're not sure what a prop firm is, I have got a video which does talk about it a little bit more. But it's basically where you trade a company's capital and you both take a share of the profits. There are many different prop firms out there, but personally, I really enjoy working with the 5%ers because they feel like a company that really care about you, and they give you realistic targets and realistic rules to respect as well. If you want some more information about the 5%ers, I have created a separate video and I have got a link to them in the description below, so make sure you check those out. Alongside my one screen that had my broker on, my 2 other screens were taken up purely for charts. So I would have one market on one screen and one market on the other. So I need 3 screens to trade. Wow, not exactly. 1 year ago, I had my firstborn son, and I also continue to trade. But the demands of being a new mother definitely affected my trading. And the outcome has been rather surprising. So ordinarily, before I had my child, I would carry out my watch list at the weekends. And then each morning I would get up, I would come into my office, set up my charts, and I would basically monitor trades throughout the day, maybe go out and come back in, have that space to work from, and it worked brilliantly. Now, however, I don't have the luxury of time to be able to do that. So my trading routine has drastically altered now due to my lifestyle. I still carry out my watch list at the weekends, and that's on my laptop. But in the week, I actually rely now on trading and managing my trades all from my mobile phone. So I've gone from being a trader who thought that you needed loads of screens, and I went from 3 screens all the way down to 1 little screen. And the truth is that my trading performance has only been getting better. It's not affecting my performance at all. So how do I do it? Well, I carry out the main bulk of my watch list at the weekends on my laptop because it's far easier for me to use the drawing tools that I need to carry out my technical analysis. And then I rely a lot on trade alerts. And then quite simply in the week, once an alert goes off, most of the time I'm really busy, I have a baby on my hip and I'm looking at my phone, but most of my analysis has been done at the weekend. So all I'm looking for is whether the trade is ready or not. And if it is, then generally I'm using my phone to get in and set my orders on my trade, setting my entry, my stop and my target. And then I set alerts again at specific price points to monitor how the trade is progressing. By all means, when my baby is having a nap, I use the opportunity to jump onto the screens behind me and to go through my watch list as and when I can to update my technical analysis and so on. But most of my trading decisions are carried out on my phone. In fact, I rarely actually use multiple screens anymore. I still have them up because they look smart and I already had them. But truthfully, my trading routine has evolved into a process that enables me to trade now purely based on one screen, a laptop, and one mobile phone. So if budget is a problem for you, don't worry, because you don't necessarily need loads of screens in order to become a professional trader. In fact, it's totally doable as a starting point with just one laptop or computer. But the important factor to consider is your trading strategy. Mine is day trading, but scalping is another matter. As I mentioned earlier, you need fast execution, you need to be able to make quick decisions. And when you are scalping, if you need to minimize one screen to load a broker, those few seconds can really make it or break it for you to be able to enter into a trade. So if scalping is the strategy, the process that you want to follow when you're trading, then it may be best to just invest in one or two screens together with your computer or laptop, so that you can get into a nice flow when you are scalping. So if you are not sure where to start, if you're at the beginning of your trading journey, you're not sure what to buy, and you are reluctant to spend your money, then my first suggestion is to decide on what strategy you want to follow. If you want to be a scalper, maybe it's best to get one or two budget screens to be able to assist you when you are learning and trading. If you want to focus on day trading or swing trading, then I think it's totally doable to be able to do that using just one computer or laptop. You can certainly make a start and see how you go on, and then if it's something that you think will help you with your trading, you can always get a screen later down the line. But remember, you're going to want capital to trade with, and if you can save capital from buying unnecessary equipment such as multiple trading screens when you don't really need them, you can put that capital into your trading account, which will better assist you in the long run. But if you've got any questions about what I've talked about in this video, be sure to list them below in the comments and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button. Really helps me out to grow my channel if you can do that. And also make sure you subscribe below, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.